Kevin, where are you from?
I'm from the Netherlands.
So what do you do?
I'm an entrepreneur.
Could you give us a brief introduction about your company?
Yeah, I can. It's actually very simple. We sell things in and around the house, and it's about everything you can think about, like from your bedding to a curtain to a piece of furniture or some cookware. And we do this with about 20 people. We have like 4 offices around the world.
Sounds interesting. So why did you want to start a company like this?
It actually, we didn't really plan it, we didn't really want to start it, it actually just happened. We already ran a sourcing company in Shenzhen. We had one client, he asked us, could you please source some things for me online? So we started really small, but later we realized the quantity was really good, it's really good business, and they just kept on asking for more, so we rolled into that, and that's how we started to build up an assortment.
That sounds interesting. Yep. So why do you think the clients come to you?
I think there are 2 answers, because we mostly sell business to business.
Yeah.
So we're like a one-stop shop. They don't do business because we have 1 item, it's because we have 100 items and we all have them in stock. And our strong point is we sell at really sharp price level. So you could have like an A brand in a shop which costs you 100 euros, but we'll sell it online for 50, but the quality is the same. So there's a demand for it. And on the consumer side, quality-wise, it's just as good as the brands. So people start to recognize us now. They know we're cheaper in the market.
What do you think is difficult for you at the early stage?
You're a young entrepreneur, you have all these great ideas, but you don't have enough people, you don't have enough money, and you don't really buy any serious volume in China. So nobody takes you that seriously, just a guy with an idea. So that's the most difficult thing.
So what kind of boss are you?
Difficult one.
A difficult one?
No, I'm just quite precise, and things are in the details. You can do something for 80%, and if you leave out the last 20, it's worthless. So you might as well not do it. So I'm really into the details, and if I ask you something to do something, I ask you to deliver. And if you don't deliver, just don't work with me.
Yeah, that's business.
That's business, right?
So do you think you being difficult is something to do with your educational background?
I think it's more just with your normal background, like where you come from. I come from the south of Holland, it's full of farmers. And they're really down to earth, like no bullshit, no cut the crap, just do what you promise, work hard, and that's their mentality, and that's what I actually practice myself as well.
So do you think it's really hard to keep up with the pace of the city?
I think it does, and I think also everybody's like driving each other a little bit crazy, because it's like you don't work for 1 month and then you see your neighbor drive a new Mercedes and they're like, oh, look at my neighbor, they bought a new Mercedes, oh, I also want a new car. And it's like this positive vibe that everybody wants to get ahead, and that's really Shenzhen. Everybody's doing something, doesn't matter who you talk to, they always have some passion, or they're doing some project, or just building something. Nobody just sits on their asses being lazy, drink coffee all day. It's like, it's quite amazing.
Do you think people do that in Europe?
I think they do that everywhere.
Everywhere.
Of course they do that. You also have hardworking people in Europe as well. You have them everywhere. Just the mentality is a little bit different, because you're in a different stage of the economy. We have like, your economic growth is quite high. So it comes with the hard-working mentality, and in Europe it's settled down, so it's kind of stable. It's completely different. Different norms, different values. People want different things in life. Yeah,
because we're a developing country. That's what we do, we develop.
Yeah, no, that's true. But sometimes my friends who come here, they think like, I'm going to China. They think I live in some kind of rice field. And then if they come over and they're here in SeaWorld, they look around, they're like, oh, my cell phone works in the subway. They're like, oh, trains are like on time. It's like everything's really new. They're really amazed about the city, how modern it is, and about everything.
Why do you start your business in Shenzhen?
I think out of all the cities in China, it's the best city. First of all, you're close to Hong Kong, which is nice. It's just a nice city, but that's also where everything happened for China. Second of all, for the production base, I think 40 to 50% of all production is in Guangdong province. So we're really close to the business, and I think if you want to grow quick and rapidly, you need to be close to your business. The climate is great, really good temperature. That's something I love about it.
So, do you think it's difficult for foreigners to start their business here?
I actually think so, because a lot of people come here and they see China and they think like, oh, it's booming, it's growing, I have an idea, let's just start a business. I think a lot of them don't succeed.
So do you think the language barrier is like a great difficulty for you?
Not really for me, because I understand both sides now, but in the beginning it was, because there are two major things. It's not only language, also culture.
Yeah.
So you can mix up the culture, you can have misunderstandings in the language as well. So that's like a double thing. And if you don't get it, you'll never succeed as a entrepreneur in China.
Right. So do you have any suggestions for foreigners who wants to start their business in Shenzhen?
I think you need to be really strong. You need to have a really positive mindset, because you can have a lot of setbacks. But on the other hand, it can also help you, because you're a foreigner. First of all, they respect you. And second of all, the Chinese people are very helpful. And they're also kind of curious, so that could really help you. So, you can turn a negative into a positive and make it work for you. It's always easy to complain about something, but yeah, if you would have time, learn Chinese. That would definitely help. Yeah. Surround yourself with the right people. Just be strong and continue, and just even something happens, you have a big setback, just keep on continuing, because it changes so rapidly. One day you can be like in the gutter, completely like have nothing, and the other day you could be on top of the world, and that's China.
Yeah. So do you think Chinese are hardworking?
I think they're very hardworking. Yeah. Always on their phone, always busy. You can always make a phone call. You can always arrange something. They're like super, super flexible. It is better. Everything in here happens like 5 times faster. It also takes 5 times the amount of effort, so that compensates. But if you want to take big steps, you can do it here. That's why I'm here.